this country, you may have heard the term circuit breaker lockdown.
Circuit breaker lockdown, I think.
While a circuit breaker type lockdown.
Lockdown circuit breakers.
A circuit breaker lockdown.
6-day circuit breaker lockdown has been announced for South Australia.
Circuit breaker.
A short, sharp circuit breaker of lockdowns.
It's a circuit break above Tier 3 restrictions. The disease is surging. That a circuit breaker, circuit breaker.
Break, also known sometimes as a circuit breaker. This would be a short, sharp shock to the virus, which could turn back the clock.
A short, sharp shock to the virus.
A circuit breaker, or a fire break, is like a mini lockdown. It's a short, sharp period where rules and restrictions get much more strict, so there are fewer opportunities for COVID-19 to spread. What exactly changes will vary by country. It should mean that an area then sees a fall in cases, but how far they fall isn't clear, and it depends how strict the rules are and how much people stick to them. It gets its name from the breakers you see in electric circuits. When there's a problem, these breakers stop electricity from flowing, preventing bigger problems down the line. In some places they're called fire breaks, a reference to when firefighters clear land of all trees, plants and grass to try and stop a fire from spreading. It's usually a 2-week period, but a circuit breaker could last longer. The idea is that they buy time. But what will governments do with this time? Allow the health service to recover? Allow time to improve contact tracing systems? What steps are they going to take to ensure the problem doesn't come back again when the circuit breaker ends? It needs to be enough time to stop transmission, but not too long, because that would cause even more problems for the economy, which has its own consequences.
Certainly, an approach like this is not without possible harms. We also have to think about the potential negative economic and psychological ramifications.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
I think not only for New York State, but for any state or city that is facing similar problems, without substantial mitigation, the middle of January can be a really dark time for us.
world changes every second. We have been spectators of many decisions and their consequences. Mistakes, fears, failures, but also progress. So here we are, in 2020. Nearly 8 billion people around the world are concerned about a global pandemic. We live in empty cities, we have fear of leaving home. We have changed the way we socialize and work, making use of technology and the network as we've never done before. And the hackers know it. The biggest cyber attack in history on our companies, businesses and homes is going to happen. So the question is, when? From the creators of Gamification World Congress and Firewall Infinite. The largest cybersecurity event where you will be the protagonist with the help of the best speakers in the world. Kevin Mitnick, Jessica Barker, David Kennedy, and many more. Prove that you can stop the biggest cyber attack in history. Thousands of players from all around the world, more than $10,000 in prizes, DJs, networking, one winner. Firewall Infinite.
People are dying. Will you please shut down the system?